Well, look who's here.
Happy Wednesday.
It's hump day.
Welcome to the show.
Why don't you talk into the microphone?
I don't know.
How hard is
use it to talk into a microphone.
Yeah. I got a backup mic right here.
We have a show today.
Why don't we kick it up a notch?
That's what we're going to do.
Now we begin.
All right, kids.
Yes! It's just about to get twisted.
Showtime. Hey, good morning. It is Wednesday. We're marching on May 7th, 2025. Welcome to it. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, Princess of Property from Howard Hanna Realty. Stephen B. Hardy is here as well. And someone said that the app, I don't know, Doug said the app wasn't working, but I don't know. It should be fine. If it's not working, let me know. And then I want to know if it's because I checked on my phone. I have an iPhone. It worked fine to me. I don't know. Maybe it's good to someone else that didn't work, but they had an Android. So I don't know if it's an Android thing or if it is working or it's not working. It's just their phone, maybe. I don't know. But it's easy. I checked it this morning 3 times. It looks fine to me. On my end, we're good. App not streaming. Tim said the app's not streaming. What? What kind of phone do you have, Tim? What the hell?
I'm watching us on Facebook right now.
Yeah. Facebook's good. Hold on one second. Damn. Kelly?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk.
Oh, so guess what I'm doing today?
What?
I am taking pickleball lessons.
Taking
my
pickleball
God.
lessons?
I am. So fun.
From the club pickleball expert?
There is a club pickleball expert at Stone Oak.
Oh my
Get the fuck out of here.
And I am going to do it. I'm very excited. It's actually something that like a title company has offered Howard Hanna to do. And so there's about 20 of us, and they're going to split us up to the pro pickleball people and the pickleball people that have never played before, which is me. So I'm super excited.
Well, it sounds fun.
So fun, right? Usually title companies just take you to eat and drink. So this is kind of, I don't know if I told you guys, but I've gained a little weight. So I've been trying to move my body more. So this is exciting.
It's interesting though, because
I'm
I'm
not touching it.
how do you become a pickleball? I mean,
He's apparently a pickleball expert.
Were you on the professional pickleball circuit?
It's crazy. There's it's just you just have to be playing wiffle tennis for a long time.
Hey, I don't know if
Or-
what he did to become an expert, but he's an expert.
All of a sudden you just spend a lot of time on the ping pong court.
Right, exactly.
But
hey,
you don't.
There's golf.
I would literally, but see,
golf,
look,
golf,
let us
did a pro-am or you
yeah,
a little
let
bit.
us not put pickleball on the same level as golf.
I hope not, because
or-
golf frustrates the shit out of me.
or tennis.
I'm hoping I'm better at the pickleball.
So at this point, when somebody comes out and says, I'm an expert,
Right.
you can immediately laugh at them.
Well, I honestly think he is the tennis / pickleball guy.
And that's what it is.
Well-
if you got a racket, then all of a sudden you're going to be that head guy.
I'm assuming. I don't know.
Whether you transition from tennis or ping pong.
Yeah.
now you're the pickleball.
There's some
expert.
old Chinese ping pong stars right now going,
Here's the problem, though. I actually took a couple lessons from a pickleball expert, and he was an old school ping pong guy, but he had me holding my racket upside down, so it was weird in pickleball.
Pickleball
Racket
weird. It's
upside
just weird.
down, the way the Chinese hold
Hilarious.
their ping pong.
It's bad when you have to
Hold on.
explain it.
AI, can you write a joke?
Oh,
for
we
me?
can't.
No. I'm excited though, and then afterwards they have this little cute tavern thing that has like pizza, and we're gonna, it's gonna be a fun day.
See, Tim,
It's Stone Oak Country Club.
man. All right, so Tim has an Android. I'm thinking it might be an Android. I mean, on our end, an Android problem. That's a little more difficult for me to
How about
fix.
you turn it off and then turn it back on again?
Yes, that's the
close it and then open it and see what happens, Tim.
it. See, let us know.
Tim, we miss you.
Yeah, I know. He's listening on the Facebook. Just Facebook.
Yeah, we met him. We met him at the tequila tasting.
What else going on? Today is National School Nurse Day. In fact, it's National Nurses Week this week. So happy Nurse Week for everybody. Happy Nurse Week. What else is going on? I thought this was interesting. This is what kids are Googling about adults. These are the top 5 questions that kids have done about adults. Here we go. Number 5 is, why are adults so condescending to kids?
Wow.
Number 4, why are adults so tired? Oh my God, right? We're probably hungover. Number 3, why are adults so stupid? Number 2, why are adults so obsessed with Disney? I think we're obsessed with Disney because it took us back to a happier place.
I am not obsessed with Disney.
Are you literally treating this list like it's a kid asking you questions?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Well, on that one.
Oh, all right.
But
I
I
was
mean,
like, where's this kid who just asked you about Disney?
I'm just saying, obviously, if there's if it's making the top searches, I'm not the only one. So I think it is like people like nostalgia, just back to when it was times weren't like they are now.
I mean,
how are you not?
I am not a Disney
Why?
girl. Like,
how is that possible?
I took my kids there once, and I will take my grandbabies anytime they want to go. They just have to ask. But I do not want to go to Disney. Like, at these adults who think that, oh, let's go on a trip together. Let's go to Disney. That's freaking deranged. What the hell?
So,
I mean,
so you'd rather go to a beach than Disney?
Shoot me in the head. I'd rather go anywhere but Disney. Kids screaming, adults fighting, everybody sweating.
We went like 6.
Not fun.
We went like 6 years ago, and we went at after Christmas, between like Christmas and New Year. Oh my God, what a dumb move that was, man! It's just,
dude, I'm telling you,
the
you're so
holidays
basic.
are the worst.
That is
I know,
so
that
basic.
That
is
such
the
a
most basic
move.
shit.
I know.
Like, we're gonna take our kids over Christmas. Like, and everybody and their mamas had that idea.
And the mamas. So the best week is the week after Labor Day.
After Labor Day?
Because everybody goes back to school and we went that week. We took my kids out. They missed the first week of school. And we could sit on rides and say, do you want to go again? Yeah. There was I took pictures of empty streets in Disney. I mean, it was amazing. We didn't have to wait in line for
the week after Labor Day. If you can get them to school a little late, take a few days.
Yeah, it was the best day ever.
And the number one question kids are Googling about adults: why are adults so mean? Because you're being a brat. That's why we're so mean.
Because your parents failed you and we're disappointed.
Jesus. That's enough. That could be another reason. All right, let's get into the news. There's so much to do. Oh, my Lord. Kapsakevich Torres advanced to the November general election in the Toledo mayoral primary. Kapsakevich earned about 53% of the vote. Torres earned just over 24% of the vote. That's a rough one. It's a double. I don't know if Wade's going to be losing much sleep over this election.
Well,
I don't got to show up to debates.
Yeah.
I mean,
you must debate yourself, Torres.
Yeah, because you haven't come to my level. Go ahead, Cal.
I mean, maybe Roberto is hoping that, because if he just thinks it's in the bag, stranger things have happened.
Right, the tortoise in the hare.
And he is such a hard worker, Roberto. I mean,
he's everywhere.
He is such a hard worker.
How okay, looking at it objectively, how could you not want that guy as the mayor? He's everywhere. He's on the streets. The mayor hasn't left the 22nd floor in 7 years. He lives up in the 22nd floor. He doesn't know. He wouldn't know an East Side street.
Who are you?
Torres is out on the streets. He's in the coffee shops. He's running races.
He is campaigning. He is
both be campaigning.
He is new boyfriending the shit out of you.
Yeah,
do you not understand
love
that?
Love on me, Roberto.
Love on me.
That's what is happening.
Okay.
He's showing you his best shit right now, up front.
Shouldn't Wade be doing that too?
He's got a fucking job.
Oh my God. I don't know.
So this is the classic, like, you're married to a guy who does not even doing anything.
Right.
For you, and then you got this guy that you work with that thinks you're hot, and he's like, hey, baby.
I know, you're like, ooh.
Oh yeah, let's bring up that memory. Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be triggering you.
I'll tell you what, man. You look at it objectively, it should not even be a close race. Roberto should be.
If you look at,
you're obviously on Wade's payroll.
You're not doing
You're obviously on Wade's payroll.
You are clearly.
I don't know how he got to you.
That. You can't say, if you look at it objectively, it is clearly that's not true.
I don't know.
Let me just like objectively.
How did Wade get to you? Like, what did he do? Does he get pictures?
Man,
did he pay you money? Like, what did he do for you to be such a shield for Wade all of a sudden?
I would like to ask. I would like to ask Perrysburg and Maumee to shut the fuck up about anything that's happening in my city. How about that? How about that? How about you root for your ruler? Okay? How about you guys handle the shit that's going on in your towns before you start telling us how we should pick the people who lead us? How about Perrysburg get their shit together and their public schools? Maybe Maumee should worry about their city council and the mayor they're trying to recall right now instead of telling us who's the hardest worker in our campaign.
It's insane. The flip-flop. I can't imagine the flip-flop that you have done over the last
holy shit. You guys are still yelling at us from your house. Shut up.
I love that word. I'm going to use it.
Tasty?
He goes, that was tasty.
It was tasty. Just don't understand it, man. I don't know what he did to you to flip you, but you've been flipped. Sad to watch.
Sad.
Jeez.
I'm just bugging him today.
Voters approved.
Poking the bear.
Poking the bear today. That's
right.
That's the theme.
That's right.
Not today.
Not today.
not a good day.
I just checked the calendar. Tomorrow's not looking good either.
Yeah.
All right. Voters
fuck with me was yesterday. You guys missed it.
Voters approved the Metro Parks replacement levy. Said it has gotten more expensive to run day-to-day operations of 19 parks, especially with a 62% increase in attendance in the last 7 years. So good job there. You guys did that. Voters this surprised the shit out of me. Voters overwhelmingly approved the Perrysburg schools levy. 75% supported the
it's
levy.
A renewal. It's not new.
No, not a new tax.
So what they said that's been renewed every year for
since the 1960s, I think it said. Yeah. It's weird.
That's what they should do with new levies. Just put renewal on it and watch you guys just fall for it.
I didn't think, like I said, with all the stuff going on in schools and the way people are kind of mad at Tom Hostler, I was surprised that it passed, and it's 75%. But I'm glad it did because I voted for it. I want the schools to be successful, and I don't think that the way the last couple of years, the way they've gone has not been good. So I'm glad it passed.
You haven't given them any more money. You're just giving them the regular money that they've been receiving.
Right.
But they asked for more.
Yeah. They didn't get the more. Maumee residents have stepped up to run in recall election. Come late summer, there will be an issue on the ballot to recall mayor and city council members, and the mayor. Potential candidates are starting to step up into the spotlight. I don't know.
You guys better get your act together because the people who are stepping up to run to replace these guys look crazy as hell. They are every bit of we just crawled out of the woods and I will be heard.
That's the way it always worked. That's the way it worked with the country. It's like you look at, like I said the other day, you look at the you were taking it for granted, and the Star Wars bar scene of people that have come to fill those roles in our country.
That is a very good comparison. That is exactly what it is.
I mean, it's what happens. We were pissed at the government. We're pissed at Biden, and then you look at what the fuck they got. It got replaced with. You're like, oh my god! And then the same thing's going to happen in Maumee. Are the Hornsbys involved? They must be involved, right? The Hornsbys got to be involved somewhere.
For sure.
They got to be behind this whole thing. Ohio voters approve a ballot issue authorizing $2.5 billion in bonds over 10 years for infrastructure. So they're going to fix our roads. That is good, I guess. A man was convicted after an infant ejected from his vehicle during a police chase with the Bryan police.
Oh, my gosh.
Zachary Chervenka. I need one of those installed.
The red one.
Baby was like this. I'm out.
Actually, I'm just gonna read.
Dad's out here doing crazy shit. I'm out.
I'm just gonna read Josie the story and then install a fake red button in my car. You don't want to be like that kid in Bryan, do you, Josie?
Say something else about a nugget. Say something.
Right? Man, so you want to go to Mr. Freeze? I said no. You want me to hit the red button?
You be eating that nugget in the atmosphere.
Stop crying before I give you a reason to cry.
He was accused of leading a police chase with his kids in the car. He's been convicted. Zachary Chervenka, 32, appeared in court April 16th, where he pleaded guilty to failure to comply, endangering children, trespassing, failure to comply, blah, blah, blah. So what happened was Chervenka dropped off the 5-year-old with someone he knew and called their mother to tell her where the police could find them. So, all right, let me go back to the beginning of the story. So he was at the Walmart with the 2 kids, with 2 kids and his kid's mother around 9:30 p.m. on December 1st. Someone noticed him, knowing he had active arrest warrants out of Butler, Indiana, and called 911. He took off with the kids and left another at Walmart. So police, man, these snitches out here getting you. They knew he had a warrant. They called. I know this guy's got a warrant, dude.
But he leaves his child, and then he ejects the other one.
Oh
my God, Father of the Year.
This is my thing, though, man. Like, if you know you got warrants, be nice to people.
Why are you going to Walmart?
Because you got warrants. But that's the most recognizable place. Those are people who got warrants too.
I mean, a cop just has to sit outside with like a facial recognition.
Right. Yeah, you got to go to some place where nobody is familiar with the warrant process.
Like, try Target. I don't know.
Yeah, or Costco. You know, they got families there.
Yeah.
You can't go to Sam's Club. Sam's Club is like the wholesaler for felonies.
Oh my gosh. I don't believe that.
Oh, it definitely is. It is the Temu version of Costco.
Ah, okay.
At least in my opinion. Sam's Club.
So
prove me different. Give me a membership.
So I told you guys that I think we've located the problem. First of all, I think we located the problem on the app. I think Roger has figured it out. So I think we it's going to take a day or so to figure it out, but we're on the track. It only is affecting Androids for some reason, but a lot of people are watching the video, so at least you figured that out. That's number one. Number two is I had a meeting last night because I'm a security guard now. So I had a meeting last night from 6 to 10 p.m.
You know what? I slept so much better last night. That must be it.
What do you mean?
I felt safe.
Oh, really?
Now that you're in the biz.
Now that you're in the biz. I just pulled my blanket up over my shoulders and passed away like a baby.
I slept really good last night.
Under the blanket of security that you provide.
That's right. So I had a training with the corporate guy.
Tell me more, Hexeth.
From 6 to 10 p.m. last night.
Oh, so he did. I guess they were listening, and you said there's no training, and they're like, "We'll show you."
How do you get out of the training program?
You got all the training.
Now you get it all.
I could kill you with my bare hands right now, and you wouldn't even be before you got out of your chair. I could do it.
Wow.
So, but I told you that when I did my first gig, when I was security guard, I was sitting there with the 75-year-old guy, and he's talking about he did time in the 80s, and I asked him for what? He's like, weed, and he goes, I go, man, it's still a long time to do for weed. He goes, a whole plane. So now we're at the meeting last night, and the 75-year-old guy is there, and they said. And they said, hey, if you see one of your employees, one of your buddies having a bad day, you need to go to Superior because, if you think that they I don't know, something we want to look out for our fellow employees. So, might be having a bad day.
No.
So the guy in the back, the 75-year-old guy says, hey, someone said I was having a bad day and it pissed me off. Not that the supervisor came and looked, but that there's rats in this building.
Wow.
So this is the guy that spent 5 years in a pen. He looking at it the same way as the rest of the people.
It ain't the same way. You can corporate up the shit out of snitch on your fellow employee and make it sound different, like you care. But like that's a real life thing. Like you need to consider what that. Maybe go to the employee first and see how they're doing and then make the assessment. Mm-hmm. But don't just jump in and go, that guy looks like he's having a bad day. That affects people's career paths.
Well, I mean, isn't what is it, Roadhouse? I mean, didn't Patrick Swayze tell them if somebody's having it's like if you're a bouncer, you don't want the bouncer that's having a bad day,
to come across someone else that's having a bad day.
Because that could start something.
Mm-hmm. By the way,
I can't believe you just referenced Roadhouse.
I don't know why.
What is going on with you? You're
That was pretty badass.
You've been doing shots of tequila in the car?
I don't know. It's weird today.
I think you would know if you were taking shots in your car.
Yeah, well, no, not any shots. And I didn't really drink last night. Maybe that's wrong.
Someone said, calm down. No need to brag, Paul Blart.
You walk by a Segway and go, one day.
So anyway, so back to this story. This guy, December 1st, he's at the Walmart, 2 kids and baby mama around 9:30. Someone noticed him. They knew he had active warrants out of Butler, Indiana. How would you know that? And they called 911. So he takes off with the kids and left the mother at the Walmart. So he took the 2 kids. He left the baby mama.
Oh, okay. That's
Police said the 9-month-old and 5-year-old were in the car when Cervenka took off. A captain with the police department said the baby was in a car seat and the van door did not close all the way. The door opened during the chase and the car seat flew out of the vehicle onto a busy highway. The baby is in fair condition at an area hospital. Police say they terminated the vehicle pursuit because of hazardous weather. So he dropped off the 5-year-old with someone he knew, called the mother to tell her where the police could find him.
Mile marker 7.
Right. So this happened.
The baby's at mile marker 7.
So
I put a cone right in front of him. He should be all right.
One of those flares.
And
He's got a flare in his hand.
There's a flare 15 feet in front of him. He should be okay.
Oh my God.
Put a visible vest on him and one of them cop trooper hats.
So this all happened back in December 1st. Then anyway, so he's pleaded guilty now, and the kids are okay, and all is good.
Yeah, he's got to go to jail. He can't go back home. Dude, you
Right?
can't after you threw my baby out the car.
Man, I'd rather be in
Like
jail.
you gotta go back to you literally got to petition for more time. You're like, I think she needs 2-3 more extra years, Your Honor.
Yeah. Woman charged with a stabbing of her pregnant sister. 35-year-old woman is accused of stabbing her sister Monday, May 5th. Betty Jane Johnson, it's always a Betty Jane, stabbed the victim in the hand and arm. The wounds required stitches. She's charged with felonious assault. She appeared Tuesday. Her bond was set at $100,000, and her hearing is scheduled for May 14th.
Bet your sister slept with her man.
Probably his baby.
Something happened, man. U.S. Marshals arrested a Toledo fugitive in Georgia. The Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force announced that a Toledo fugitive has been arrested in Georgia. Tyrone Hoskins Jr. was wanted by 3 different agencies in Northern Ohio. The U.S. Marshal Service for violating his supervised release after being convicted of being a felon in a possession of a firearm. So they got the guy. They got him. They got Tyrone Hoskins Jr. Bowsher High School student becomes a 3-time national boxer. 3-time national champion boxer, rather. Let's see. His name is Shavar Harris. He's locked in and focused on every punch he throws. He's now 14 years old and a 3-time national champion and a 3-time Toledo Golden Gloves champion.
Wow.
Congratulations to him. He's got man, this is a big boxing town, man. Big boxing town.
A lot of people who are like, I'm whooping that dude's ass, but I need training.
Right. Class of 2025 inductees announced for the African American Sports Legends of Northwest Ohio. The inductees include Nate Washington. Remember Nate, former Scott High School, Tiffin University, Pittsburgh Steelers, Tennessee Titans. Todd Mitchell for basketball, St. Francis de Sales and Purdue University. Purdue! Ted Job, track and field, Scott High School, University of Michigan. Chris Wormley, football, Whitmer High School, University of Michigan, Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers. Dan McLemore, basketball, Libby High School, Bowling Green State University. Coach Willie Oliver, track and field, Scott High School. Mahogany Green, basketball, Bowsher High School, Cleveland State, head coach at Hamilton College. Ann Archer, basketball, Wade High School. 3 legends who have already been inducted will be formally presented their awards. Linda Jefferson of Libby, Curtis Johnson of Waite, Mel Long of Macomber. And there you go. So that's congratulations to all the new members of the Northwest Ohio African-American sports legends. Breaking news from India and Pakistan. India says it launched missile strikes targeting terrorist infrastructure on 9 sites in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir earlier this morning. The action makes a serious escalation of what was already a fraught situation between the nuclear-armed powers. Pakistan's prime minister described the attack as an act of war, and Islamabad has vowed to retaliate. So look out for that. Flight delays are nothing new at Newark Liberty International Airport, but the current chaos is unlike anything in recent memories. Over the past week, 2,800 flights into New Jersey's main airport have been delayed. The average departure hold times now exceed 2.5 hours, but the root cause goes far beyond typical congestion, from radar blackouts, controller shortages, aging technology, runway closures. It's a perfect storm that's just devastating one of the busiest airspaces in the country. You know, they're still using floppy disks for the computers. And they're like, kids today don't even know what floppy disks are. But that's what we're using for technology in the infrastructure when it comes to flying. It's crazy we haven't updated it. Canada's prime minister visited President Trump yesterday and said, man, knock that shit off. We are not for sale, bro. We aren't for sale. You ain't getting Canada.
Mr. President, you have said that Canada should become the 51st state. Were you joking?
No. Well, I still believe that, but you know, takes two to tango, right? But no, I do. I mean, I believe it would be a massive tax cut for the Canadian citizens.
That's when Carney spoke up.
As you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale. And having met with the owners of Canada over the course of the campaign last several months, it's not for sale, won't be for sale ever.
To which President Trump responded,
Never say never. Never say never.
Carney was elected amid backlash over the president's tariffs on Canadian products like steel, aluminum, and auto parts.
Regardless of anything, we're going to be friends with Canada.
Still, no signs of any imminent trade deal with Canada to lower tariffs.
We want to make our own cars. We don't really want cars from Canada.
Jeez, what a fucking asshole. Right in front of Canada's not for sale, you asshole. We're not selling to you, period. Jesus, what is wrong with this guy?
Man can't take a no. He cannot take a no.
Well, we know he's got those sexual assault situations. He can't take no in a lot of areas.
Can't take no for an answer,
Jesus.
my friend.
Conclave starts today. We're gonna find a new pope. Who's excited?
I am.
Dude, I got my conclave shirt. I'm ready to put on as soon as the show's over.
I got squares.
Do you?
Yeah.
How much you selling them for? How much you selling them for? $5 each? No.
$6.66.
Oh, you are terrible. You are the devil. You are the devil.
I'll take 3 squares.
Sliding the money over.
Right?
Inside the Sistine Chapel, beneath Michelangelo's famed frescoes, now sit long rows of tables and chairs for the 133 cardinal electors who will choose the next pope.
They certainly have been talking a lot about continuity.
Father Dave Dwyer hosts the Busted Halo show on Sirius XM Radio.
There's so much.
And why are we talking to him?
Tension.
What? The shit.
Anyone with a podcast is an expert
like
now.
All of a sudden, we're not in Rome. We're not at the Vatican. We're not even talking to a Catholic priest. We're talking to this jackass who hosts a show called Broken Halo. If it's not about the video game, shut up.
I know.
Like, unreal.
Excitement, tension in the air.
He says these pre-conclave discussions are critical.
What they're doing in these days is the thing that they won't be able to do once they're inside the Sistine Chapel. Once they're in the chapel, they're really only voting. So in these,
there's no speeches. There's no
speeches
talking about philosophies.
That's what they're doing now.
Yeah.
The cardinals will take an oath of secrecy. Then they will be sealed off from the outside world. They will hand over their phones and will stay together, eat together until.
The American Cardinal's gonna have a burner phone.
Oh my gosh! There's gonna be so.
Here's my phone. Hey, what's
right now? They're politicking.
What's that in your pocket, Giuseppe? It's a nothing.
Is this? I can't believe you have an Only Protestants page.
You rebel.
What is going on, Giuseppe?
My fans cannot be without me for a whole week.
What I do on my free time is my business.
Yes. Won't affect my voting.
New pope is picked. Even the Vatican staff has taken a vow of secrecy. During voting, their ballots will be burned in the 2 stoves inside the Sistine Chapel.
The Pope makes a big difference in Catholic life. He sets the tone. And so a lot of people are a little nervously wondering what's coming next.
All right.
Don't be nervous.
I am.
Pope Francis has appointed 80% of the new cardinals that will be voting.
Really?
So I think you're going to see they're going to stay on the general path.
Same philosophy.
Yeah. They say the first vote could come this afternoon.
Wow,
so we'll see.
early.
Yeah, man, they're going for it quick. By the way, I know you're hearing bells on the app. I get it. Roger, our friend Roger, screwed something up, I think, on the app. So there's a bunch of other ways to listen. Just do it that way today. We'll get it all fixed up. We'll get it all very, very, very cutesy, very demure by tomorrow. Promise. You'll be screwed at the airport starting today if you don't have a real ID, or at least one of these. You have to have either a real ID, a passport, birth certificate. Oh, no, wait, no, passport, or a real. Oh, yes, okay. A few acceptable alternatives: a state-issued enhanced driver's license. Several states issue these. They'll have either a star or a U.S. flag at the top with the word enhanced. A U.S. passport, a U.S. passport card, a traveler's card, a Department of Defense ID, a permanent resident card or a border crossing card, an acceptable photo ID issued by a federally recognized tribal nation. I want one of those. Colleen's got one. She's a member of a tribe.
A badass women tribe. Badass women tribe.
She's a member of that.
From the Chocadrew tribe.
Chocadrew.
Not a lot of people in that tribe. It's just one.
We're all looking for her to come.
She's from the better not catch a hoe tribe.
Because then I'm choking an Andrew.
From a choke-a-hoe tribe. Oh my god! Oh my god!
You guys don't know how true this is.
Oh shit! Here she comes!
I knew it.
Damn it!
I heard the drums.
We've been waiting.
I can breathe. I can breathe. I can breathe.
Wait, what is it?
The Shawnee tribe.
Oh, you're the Shawnee tribe?
Yeah, the tribe that skinned their own tribe because they have no morals.
Oh, Jesus.
Sounds worse than Chocoho.
Yeah, I told you, badass.
Yeah, we're the ones that literally skinned our own tribes. So. And obviously, I'm
sorry.
My DNA line made it out of there, so obviously I'm superior,
right? Jesus, and the ones that skin themselves, you made it out, so you're the worst of the skinners.
She's a skinner. Yeah. She's not a skinny.
Right, thank you.
Exactly. Right. So just maybe watch your back and your front.
All right, your front. Need another reason to buy a Tesla? A New Jersey. Need another reason to buy a New Jersey driver was ticketed for careless driving after their Tesla, which was on autopilot, crashed into a vehicle parked in a driveway.
What?
You ready for a defuck story of the day? People have been texting me about this all morning. You're going to talk about this one, aren't you? You guys know what it is?
The raccoon.
Oh, my God. A woman. You ever heard the story, Demetrius? Oh, my God. A woman got pulled over in Springfield, Ohio. You know where they eat the cats and the dogs?
Oh, stop it!
But that's where Trump said they eat the cats.
I know.
Oh, okay. A 55-year-old Victoria Vidal got pulled over near Akron on Monday for an outstanding warrant. She was driving on a suspended license, but none of that matters. It's in the news because one of the passengers in the car was a pet raccoon. And the pet raccoon, she got busted for drugs after the raccoon pulled out a meth pipe and tried smoking it. You got to see the video.
The video is insane.
It's insane.
It's ridiculous.
So obviously, this raccoon had smoked meth before because they got it's addicted.
Probably with her.
Yeah, 100%. So it's her pet. They've been smoking meth together, obviously, because the during the traffic stop, the raccoon goes in her purse, picks up the meth pipe, and tries to hit it while the cop is right there. Oh my God! Here is the actual body cam.
That is clearly the raccoon's problem. Like, officer, you can catch me smoking meth. You caught the raccoon.
It was the raccoon's meth.
Clearly, like back in the day, you could say that, and he'd be like, whatever. But you watched him.
Yeah.
You saw him. You saw Ricky the Rocket
blast off.
It's funny if she just said, "Not mine. It's his."
He's a trash panda.
Yeah. Sorry, officer. He's got a real problem. I was actually taking.
We're taking him to rehab.
Yeah.
It's a animal rescue for raccoons with meth problems.
I had taken the pipe away from him and put it in my purse.
Yeah, we had an intervention. Me and some of the rest of the shirt tails got together, and we were talking to Ricky. And
crazy. Here's the actual body cam footage.
The reason I stopped you is you are suspended with a warrant for your arrest.
I am.
The raccoon has her meth pipe.
Oh my
God.
Oh my God.
Her meth pipe. He's playing with the meth pipe right now. Oh, there's no. He's trying to smoke it.
All right. Thanks.
There's no way. All right. Enough fun and games.
this was fun for us. You're horrified right now, ma'am. We're laughing. We are laughing because he's implicated you in another crime. You right now are mad because he's going to testify against you.
That is insane. The internet, the interwebs is going crazy. By the way,
I saw it on the news last night.
And what have we learned from this?
What have we learned?
We can train raccoons to do things.
No, never, ever get a pet with thumbs. A dog wouldn't have done this to you. A dog wouldn't have done it. A dog would have been like, "Oh, bro, no."
That is true, man. And that's why these little bastards get into the trash so easy. They take the lid right off. They use their thumb and just take the lid right off the fucking trash can.
I almost picked one up who was hitchhiking.
His name.
I would have never fallen for it had you had not a thumb.
His name is Chewy. He was sitting in the driver's seat holding the pipe up to his mouth. One report said the cop took the first meth pipe away, so Chewy just grabbed the second one and tried to smoke that one instead.
Aha! I've been hiding one in my butthole.
Victoria
went from Chewy to Smokey.
He knows all of her hiding places.
Yeah. She's like, Chewy, go get the pipe.
Chewy is fine.
All of his meth head friends are like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you trained your raccoon to get your meth pipe." It's like when people train their dogs to get beer out of the fridge. And like you're all wowed, everybody's so wowed. And you're like, "Chewy, go get the meth pipe." Where's your raccoon going? Just watch. Chewy, make some meth.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
What kind of conversation?
He comes out in his whole little body chemical suit with his goggles. And you're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you try your raccoon to make meth." Watch this. Chewy, carry out a hit on John.
Oh my God.
Chewy's fine, by the way. Police said they were checking to see if Victoria had the proper permits to legally own a raccoon. But there you go.
I'm gonna go with no.
And Cleveland.
I'm gonna lean in on the whole. She doesn't seem to want to go through the process of things.
No.
A reporter from Cleveland.com reached out to the cops to confirm the story was not a hoax. Because it sounds like it could be a hoax, but they said it's 100% definitely a real story. Crazy. A woman in court is accused of feeding her neighbor's cat. 68-year-old woman in Switzerland was in court yesterday accused of repeatedly feeding Leo, the neighbor's cat. That's a violation of Swiss law. So
never feed another man's puss.
Oh my email.
She's facing fines of more than $5,000.
It's not your puss no more. It's theirs.
All right. What
belongs to the streets?
What else? 7-year-old boy drove his little sister 9 miles in his mom's SUV to get a McDonald's Happy Meal. His mom joked he's grounded for life. But bet his sister called his big brother the goat, man. My big brother drove me at 9 to go get a Happy Meal. Burger King is facing a lawsuit that claims it misled customers because the advertisements make their Whoppers appear larger than they are. They do. They look huge in the advertising or whatever.
It's every fast food place.
I know it's still a big burger.
Yeah.
The Burger King's got the biggest burger.
Just
Right?
honestly, like, don't be mad. It's the same thing you do with your dick pics.
You got to get the right angle.
Everything looks big.
They get mad.
Yep. Make sure the veiny part's down.
Mother's Day guilt. Nearly a quarter of us admit we don't call her enough. Demetrius, do you have that guilt of not calling your mom enough?
She's dead.
Oh, okay. Well, then you don't have that guilt.
Yikes.
I work with a different type of guilt. A guilt that will never be satiated or will ever find an answer.
What about you, Kelly? You call your mom enough, you think?
No, I don't.
I know. It's sad. We get busy. You just get busy. It sucks.
You should go see him on voting day.
My mom? She didn't work yesterday for some reason.
She didn't work the poll?
No, man. My uncle guy was in the my uncle's in the hospital. Got out of the hospital 2 days later. Is back in the hospital. So she was dealing with that yesterday. So she had to call off from the poll. Women are sharing their story, the things men have done during hookups that were immediate icks. They include teeth licking. So a guy licked her teeth. She's like,
no.
It's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Another one said having a tattoo of his own name when he took his clothes off. That's so
that is weird. No, that is not.
Demetrius shit.
That is not.
No, you
that's super weird.
That would never be. I know guys though who have like their last names tattooed on their backs, and you're just like,
really?
Are you playing? What? You tired of being shirts and skins? You're always skins, and nobody knew who you were.
And one of the other icks is talking about how much he loves his mom too much. That's some of the icks that they're sharing during hookups.
Yeah, it sucked to find out like the person that you're interested in really loves his mom.
Yeah.
When asked if they'd hitchhike, 73% of Americans said hell no.
Hell no.
Is that still a thing? No way. There's too many crazies out there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pick one up and I wouldn't do it. Would you ever pick up a hitchhiker now in 2025?
Not now, but I have.
Yeah, I have too.
Yeah.
But that was years ago.
Not now.
I was probably like 18. That was probably 30 years ago. I would never pick up a hitchhiker now.
I would pick up a hitchhiker.
In a truck bed, maybe. I'd let him ride the truck bed.
In the car.
You pick up a hitchhiker?
Like, what's the risk?
Oh, my gosh.
Being killed?
By what? I mean, what's the likelihood of two killers being in the car?
Wow.
That'd be an interesting surprise. That sounds like an interesting movie right there.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Right? If he's a killer and he gets in the car and you get in a car with a killer,
He's like, I'm going to kill you now. He's like, are you?
I know. There's a reason you heard 2 clicks. Sit back and enjoy this ride, buddy.
Why am I feeling woozy? That bottle of water I gave you?
Yeah. I like to call that daddy's sleepy juice.
I told you one time I picked up this guy out in California, and it was me and my buddy. Picked up this dude. He jumped in the back seat, and we took him where he had to go. And before he got out, he said, "Hey, just want to let you know, next time you pick up a hitchhiker, one of you needs to sit in the back seat.
So it's easier for me to get to you.
And you let the hitchhiker sit in the front seat, so that way someone can keep an eye on him." And then just got out of the car. Scared to shit me. I never picked up another hitchhiker. Yeah, that was real shit.
Thanks, Clint Eastwood.
That was real shit, man.
I just want you to feel lucky, punk.
Make my day.
Dude,
you got lucky, punk. You picked up a guy who wasn't going to kill you.
It was crazy, man. But he made a good point. He said, if you're going to pick up a hitchhiker, there's 2 of you. Got to put one of them in the back seat. Let him go in the front seat. You can keep an eye on his ass, so he can't get behind you and just like strangle you or whatever from behind.
But I'm like, if you're the guy driving, you're the one at risk. I need somebody with good arm strength sitting in the back with rope.
True.
Super producer Doug. I don't even want to say it.
Try it.
No, I don't want to say it.
Come on. Thank God. Why is it filter?
I'm glad you're editing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the first time ever.
I enjoy looking at you work your filter.
It doesn't happen very often.
I know. You got a Brita brain, but you just refuse to use your filter.
There's one word that triggers women, and he used the word, so I didn't want to.
Nope.
There's more than one word that does.
No, I know, but this word definitely triggers women. You're right. There's more than one. But
does it rhyme with punt?
Oh.
No, it rhymes with pum.
Oh. Dumb.
Oh.
Rhymes with dumb. What?
Come?
What an asshole.
Like, come over?
Oh my God, bro. Let's let him stop guessing.
Yeah, that would be a good thing.
He's just making it worse. This rhyme with punt.
This is the one time. This is the one time his hemorrhoids weren't flaring up, and he's actually at his microphone.
Yeah. I'm trying. Half the time I'm dying.
It's National Pet Week. Half of dog owners have a meal ritual for their pup. My mom does. She buys a Costco chicken, $4.99 every other day, and then just picks the chicken, and that's what the dog eats every day.
My mom does that with her dogs too.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
Are they tiny dogs?
Yes.
Yeah, only tiny dogs get that fucking treatment.
Yeah.
Only tiny dogs get whole chickens and things like that cooked for them.
Because they're
big
cute.
Dogs get shit in the bag.
Yeah, like,
that's
you got
what
your food in the kitchen.
Nobody ever
Kibbles.
Nobody cooks for a pit bull. Nobody ever goes, you know what? Every other day I go to Costco, grab him a rotisserie chicken and just pick it off the bone. No, you know what they do? They go, you know what? Every day I just grab a live chicken out of my neighbor's yard, throw it in the yard, watch my dog go at it.
In sports, University of Colorado fan is suing the NFL for $100 million because of the emotional distress he suffered when Shedeur Sanders dropped to the 5th round of the draft.
That's a white guy.
How do you know? You don't know? I don't have that part of the story. You don't.
I don't need
that part of the story.
I know.
If Shedeur Sanders isn't
Who?
suing the NFL, whatever his name is, I'm sorry. I'm terrible at announcing names. I'm sorry.
Or pronouncing.
Pronouncing.
Yes.
Okay. If he didn't sue the NFL, then why the hell is this guy doing it?
Because he was watching the draft and it was emotionally distressful.
I'm sorry that your bet didn't pay off
That's
like you
exactly
hoped it would.
what it was too. His DraftKings bet.
I'm sorry.
Don't they guarantee your first bet? Like you're good? I don't know.
No, they
I'm sure it wasn't his first bet.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Especially
Now
if you're
he-
voting on, you're betting on something like that.
Someone said,
Now he's giving a hand job to some big Italian dude.
I got,
He's like, you lost. You know the deal. I'm sorry, Antonio.
I got a text. Says,
Don't tell me you're sorry. Show me.
You better be using the girl hand.
Oh my God.
I got a text. A treat for a big dog is when you put hot water in food and make gravy for him.
Oh my God.
In his kibbles. All right, in sports, did Angel Reese's mom just take a shot at Caitlin Clark? She put a post on X after her daughter made her return to LSU's arena for Chicago Sky preseason game against the Brazilian national team on Friday, May 2nd. Following the game, the fans compared the attendance at Reese's return to that of the expected turnout at Clark's first game back in the Hawkeyes arena Sunday, May 4th. So I don't know what she said, but she took a shot. The mom took a shot at Caitlin Clark. Minor league game in Missouri was delayed on Saturday when a pair of ducks landed on the field.
What, the duck?
Yeah. And here is the baseball announcers doing play-by-play.
The Ducks now are right in front of the Naturals dugout. We're going to stop play. Some officials on this here to chase them off. One of them is taking flight. Let's see where she ends up. She's headed out towards center field. This second duck is being walked off. He hasn't taken off like his partner. She flew away. He's just running along the warning track. Now he takes off. Is he going to actually fly out of the field along the bullpen towards center? And he lands in left center, much to the delight of the fans here.
There you go. And good news story of the day. Here's the good news for you today. Would you rather hear medical heroes throw a prom for a hospitalized high schooler, or a woman's bad day made way better because of baby goats?
What else you got?
That's all I got. You guys are horrible human beings.
That's it.
You guys are horrible human beings.
Not on a Wednesday. You need to come harder on a Wednesday.
Great.
That's what she said.
Then
I mean,
dude,
It's hump day. Come on.
Here you
That
go.
was a good joke. I'm going back to the bathroom, deal with my hemorrhoids.
All right, here you go.
Tuck it in. It's made you crazy.
The good news, medical heroes throw a prom for a hospitalized high schooler. An 18-year-old girl in Texas named Ella Walker had surgery on her spine last month after a trampoline injury. She's okay, but it meant she'd miss her senior prom. So the school and the hospital invited all her friends, decorated, and threw her a prom at the hospital. Here's Ella.
That's got to be great for all the other sick kids.
Ella.
Here's Ella talking about the special event.
Everyone wants to look the most beautiful that they can. And with this brace, it's hard for me to feel beautiful. This is just literally the most amazing thing that anyone has ever done for me in my entire life. This entire experience has made me realize that I chose the right path for myself. Every day I go out, I just want to make someone's life a little bit brighter, make someone's life a little bit more joyous.
Oh, look at that. That was sweet. See? Look at you. You feel bad now.
I don't. That was dumb.
I absolutely don't. I don't feel bad.
You feel ugly because you're wearing a cast? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Wake up with my face every day, bitch.
Right. It can be a lot worse. Okay?
You can't have surgery on this. I wake up, I wrap it, I unwrap it, it's still the same.
I went and saw the doctor. He said there's nothing he could do.
You want to talk about feeling unpretty?
Where's my prom?
Yeah, poor Steven. Steven, where's my prom? No one showed up.
No.
All right. That is the good news. That is the news. Here's traffic and weather.
All right. Traffic and weather from the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center. I'm Stephen B. on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning. And right now we are looking at, looks like there is a accident reported in Napoleon. The right lane is blocked on US 24 between US 6 and Woodlawn Avenue. If you're out in that area, please proceed with caution. Also, do not forget the Burdan ramp on I-75 is permanently closed due to construction as well. You pay what we pay when you buy your new vehicle at Taylor Kia of Toledo. You get employee pricing. Let us know what you're looking for, and we'll sell it to you at our cost. This is a limited time offer. Learn more. Visit us at TaylorKiaToledo.com or give us a call at 419-842-8811 to speak with a team member today. Now we're looking at the Furniture Palace forecast right now. It is 54 degrees out and cloudy. We do have looks like a fog. I don't even know what you call that. A fog notice until 9 a.m. It's going to be foggy until 9 a.m. We will have cloudy skies throughout the day with some little bit of sun. We're going to have a high of 73 followed by a low of 50 later on tonight. And Furniture Palace, where everything you see is on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit needed financing for convenient locations. Central Avenue, Toledo, Reynolds Road, Maumee, Woodville Road, Northwood, Navarre Avenue, Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm Stephen B. on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
Tell my friends over at State Line Sauce, the #1 hot sauce in all of Toledo. Doesn't matter where you get it from. Or what you put it on, rather. Whether you put it on steak, put it on fish, put it on chicken, put it on a burger. Man, it takes all your food to the next level. You take some wings and you put them in the tropical island sauce, and you let it marinate for a little bit, and then you fry them up, and then you put some more of the sauce on afterwards. Man, it is so good. Try the Cali Verde sauce, which is a tomatillo avocado sauce, which is super good. The Golden Carolina mustard. You put that on a burger, and it's amazing. Just the flavors are great. You got to try them. They're every Saturday morning. They're at the Toledo Farmers Market. Pretty soon they're going to be at Meijer. We'll let you know the updated date. They're not in Meijer right now. We'll give you the updated date of the Meijer when it comes closer. State Line Sauce. It's time for you to get your bottle today. Go to StatelineSauceCO.com and get sauced. Don't miss out.
And guys, don't forget, Holy Grail Wellness is doing their thing in the health game right now. They are running 2 vitamin drips for $150 with add-ons of $20 each. What are those add-ons? They are high doses of vitamin C, zinc, B complex, and many more. You can check out what they have to offer at www.thestabbynurse.com, where you can also schedule your consult, and they will come out to you. They come to your home, your place of business, and don't forget to ask about those private parties that they do offer. So once again, go to www.thestabbynurse.com, or you can text or call 419-388-7760. Set up that consult and let Holy Grail Wellness come and help you today.
We've all heard about it, the Japanese head spot, and it is currently available at Skinology. This ultimate scalp facial will dissolve your stress as they lavish your scalp. They include a scalp analysis, a detox treatment, a deep conditioning treatment, a hair mask, and a scalp massage. Spoil yourself with a rejuvenating treatment that will leave you feeling refreshed and renewed. After all, your scalp deserves some pampering too. To book your appointment, go to skinologyfacebar.com.
Got to tell my friends over at Regan Insurance, protecting families since 1967. Welcome to Regan Insurance. Any type of policy you're looking for, and get an insurance checkup, which means that if you haven't if you haven't had it checked in a while, they could save you some money. They could get you better coverage. They work with all kinds of different insurance companies, so they're not just focused on just one. And they're going to be able to save you money. And there's no obligation. It's free. So check out Regan Insurance, REGANINS, ReganInts.com online. It's Regan Insurance. Save money today.
Bring it. Andrew Z. and Demetrius in the morning.
Live from the Taylor Automotive Studios, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia dealers, along with quality used cars from the top foreign and domestic automakers. Stop by your local dealership, test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. Also brought to you by Skinology, Furniture Palace, Regan Insurance, Holy Grail Wellness, and State Line Sauce Company. Now back to Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
I'm Andrew Z, Demetrius Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the Princess of Property from Howard Hanna Realty, Stephen B. Hardy. Got a text message in 419-345-3375. Actually, I did cook for my big dog, and I cook and shred chicken for my cats. It's actually cheaper this way because they only eat a little bit, and those chickens are huge. So there you go.
Good point.
Yeah. All right, let's get into Steve's Sleeves.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleaze on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
All right, Steve is out today, so let's do this. Timothy Chalamet let Kylie Jenner fly solo at the Met Gala so he could watch the Knicks game. The Knicks had a big playoff game that night against the Celtics, and Timothy was holed up somewhere watching it on his tablet. After New York came back from a 20-point deficit to win by 3 in overtime, he posted a picture saying, quote, "Pooping myself. This game is insane. Shaking. What a win." In other Met Gala fallout, I didn't know Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner were a thing.
Yeah, they've been together.
Been together for a while.
He looks so young to me.
Does.
It's like weird. I could never be attracted to I was like, gosh, she looks so much. She looks like he.
Yeah, well, she's got a lot of miles on her.
Oh, stop it! Gosh,
Sorry, boys.
What?
She's
sorry,
gorgeous.
Sorry, boys.
She can be gorgeous, but when you let a lot of people behind the wheel.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, boys.
What is
I guess Mrs. Latz can never be attracted to young boys. Sorry.
But don't worry, Andrew likes you if you're 20 years younger.
I wish Mrs. Latz would like me.
You're too young. You look too young. Can't do it. Can't do it. All right. What else? Some other fallout from the Met Gala. BB Rexa looked amazing, but it didn't stop body shamers from taking aim at her. The haters even included Azalea Banks, who trashed her look on social media. BB responded that she also has polycystic ovary syndrome, and she recently lost a pregnancy, so maybe people should think twice before commenting on people's bodies, right?
Nobody knows that, though.
Then shut the fuck up. Then shut the fuck up.
You can't be in the limelight.
You don't get the good without the bad.
Right.
I'm so
What are you talking
tired of how people just want to post stuff and they're like, only nice things. That's not, no. You know what?
Good.
When you put it out there, you put it out there for the good and the bad. Yep. That is how it works.
Just because
that is exactly, absolutely.
If you want to share your good, it doesn't make it right for any fucking asshole with a miserable lifed asshole to comment and bad shit on you.
It is the nature of the beast. And I hate to break the news to you, but the world ain't nice all the time. And you know what? Maybe you ought to wrap your mind around it now on the imaginary internet before you actually happen to run into it in real life.
Bullshit.
Well,
People should always
Go
be
ahead,
nice
Kelly.
to people.
Go ahead, Kelly.
I mean, unfortunately, he's right. I mean,
Well, unfortunately.
yes, unfortunately. I mean, no matter what you do, you're going to have your haters, and the
Yeah.
haters are going to talk.
Yeah.
And you just got to be strong enough to realize that, you know.
You still call them out, though.
I mean,
call
you
them out
do all the time.
Fuck yeah, I'll call them out. Fuck you. Fuck you, asshole.
I'm just like, be nice to me.
Some more of the Met Gala. So how did the stars party after the gala? By playing Uno? Pharrell Williams hosted an after-hours tournament with Kim Kardashian, Keke Palmer, Jaden Smith, Future, Sierra, Questlove, and Haley Bailey among the other players.
Because Diddy's ruined it. Diddy,
now he's gonna play Uno.
it only takes one to ruin it for
could be-
everybody.
It could be strip Uno.
Oh, like they're all like, man, remember when we were really kicking it? Thanks, Diddy.
I know. Now we got to play Uno.
No, now it's like Monopoly, the next one.
I know. And speaking of Pharrell, he apparently designed the Rosa Parks undies, that Blackpink singer Lisa wore to the gala.
Is that
people
respectful?
People were criticizing her fashion choice, but maybe now they'll rethink it since Pharrell was the one.
Rosa Parks underwear. What is it? It only protects you in the front.
Oh my gosh!
It refuses to go down in the back. Like it's just front undies.
Oh my goodness!
What? Like I think
So
that's
many questions.
I have so many questions. I want to know why nobody stopped Pharrell when he was like, you know what I'm thinking? Rosa Parks underwear, and somebody didn't go stop thinking.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
This is exactly why we stopped you with the Martin
because-
Luther King Jr. hat.
Because celebrities don't have people that will tell them, no, everything is a good idea. Everything that comes out of a celebrity's mouth is a good idea because everyone around them is paid to be around them. And you don't want to lose your fucking job.
Like I would be on the phone like, you'll never believe what I just heard. Rosa Parks underwear.
And Malcolm X bustier.
Like for real.
Morning, Dr. D.
Good morning. What did I walk into?
I don't
Wow,
know.
Rosa Parks undies.
I know someone designed or Pharrell.
That's disturbing.
Pharrell designed them, and someone wore them on the Met Gala red carpet on Monday.
They're
I'm gonna have to agree with Demetrius on.
They're to keep you from having sex because they refuse to come up.
This one was shocking to me. Shocking to me.
That was good.
This one was shocking to me.
It's a civil rights joke and a chastity thing at the same time.
Yeah, and
Smokey Robinson, the great Smokey Robinson. God, I love his voice. Facing sexual misconduct allegations
from when?
From 4 women. He's 85 years old now.
Oh my
From
God.
When?
What said Rosa Parks underwear? So your ass isn't violated along with your civil rights. Jesus. All right. So here's what happened, Demetrius. Smokey Robinson and his wife Frances are facing sexual misconduct allegations. 4 former housekeepers, all Hispanic, are suing them for sexual battery, assault, false imprisonment, gender violence, creating a hostile work environment, and more. They're seeking at least $50 million in damages. The women worked for Smokey and Frances between 2012 and 2024. They each claimed to have been raped by Smokey multiple times during their employment, and they say they had to, say they had to let him or they'd lose their jobs. And again, these are probably undocumented workers. They claim Frances knew what was going on and didn't do anything to stop it. They also claim Frances was a horrible boss. So she was a bitch, but she knew that he was doing this to women, allegedly, and she didn't do anything about it. And there you go. Man, Smokey Robinson. I mean,
what
just
you
a freaking legend.
I mean, I'm sorry, not to.
Oh God, Dr. D, don't
I
do it. Don't do it,
like
Dr. D.
There are.
Jump off Demetrius's train, Dr.
I do feel like there's other jobs, and to say I was raped multiple times, like after once, I feel like you go look for another job, right?
Dr. D, you can't. You can't say that.
I don't think you should say that. I do think you shouldn't stay in a situation where you aren't being locked in
But when
and
you're
allow
when
that
you're-
type of
when your
that type of abuse.
when your livelihood depends on it, and
But
you're scared that
but
you're undocumented, so you're
dome-
scared already.
You're,
That's all you can
you're
do.
domestic, and but I'm just there are tons.
Don't do it.
I know,
No.
right?
I just would. I mean, he's guilty even just once. I'm not saying it's okay just once. I'm just saying, as a woman, I don't care what I had to do if it was living in a situation that was, less luxurious or whatever it might be. I would remove myself from that situation. So it's hard for me to wrap my head around purposely staying in a situation for money, any reason. To me, that just doesn't justify allowing yourself to get raped multiple times.
But you're a way different mindset than those women.
And what we've said before was that you can't, we can't. This is what we would do, so we can't push that on everyone else just because we wouldn't do it.
And
when we weren't.
I just think people choose money sometimes, and they shouldn't. So that's my. I mean, I don't care what.
It's a rough one.
I do. I'm staying very strong to that, and I want any woman that's listening. I don't want them to listen to anybody that would justify a situation to stay in a situation where they're going to get abused. So I will stay strong with that because that's what I'm here
if it takes
to do.
if it takes 30 years to let's see looking anyway, so that's sad.
It is sad. It is sad.
He's a legend, and he shouldn't have been doing that shit
No,
he was doing it.
And is entrapment one of
but the thing
one
is
of the charges? Were they
entrapment, I think
they weren't allowing them to leave.
Yeah. One of the ick things about this though is you watch the story, the lawyer, these lawyers, how do you say they look like ambulance chasers. Like they marched the four women in there. They had bags over their face or masks on their face because they don't want to be identified. But it's all done for show, and that part is icky to me. I don't know if it works anymore. I don't know if people turn on the lawyer and the victims when they do shit like that now, because that's in the olden days that worked. But I think in 2025 that might be overplaying your hand a little bit, because you marched them out there in a little press conference and they're standing there with bags on their head. And this is what these lawyers do.
What they want. I mean,
yeah.
This is what we want. This is honestly, it's exactly what society wants. We are in a moment of outrage instead of investigation and discernment. That is where we are. We need the bags on the heads. We need the march out.
I know.
Those are the things that work.
But
now.
I know. No, I don't know if they were.
They
I'm
do.
an outraged guy, and I know that they have worked in the past. But I almost think that Kelly and I are both. I think that ship has sailed, and almost like you're doing too much, lawyer. You're doing too much, bringing these women out with bags on their heads, calling them Jane Doe, and I don't know. Kanye West stormed off a live interview with Piers Morgan within minutes. This is the weirdest interview. So Piers Morgan said, "You have 32 million viewers or 32 million followers on X." And he goes, 32, why are you shortening my thing? Blah, 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 whatever. He's like, it's 32 million. He goes, it's 33 million. And then Piers Morgan goes, all right, congratulations, 33 million. And Kanye ended first question, boom, ended the interview right then. Here's the audio.
Both Sneeko and Ye join me now. Well, welcome. Ye, we haven't spoken for a while. How are you?
I'm doing good. I don't use the term West, the whole drop the slave name idea.
Okay, so we just call you Ye, yeah?
Yes, sir.
How would you say your life is at the moment?
I mean, you see that view?
Yeah.
He's on like a patio overlooking like LA, looking beautiful, like from a mansion.
I'm over all this interview right now.
Why?
Because this man cannot wallow in the whole do not use my slave name after he has publicly said slavery was a choice. That there didn't have to be this, that black people wanted this, and now to wallow in the this was imposed on me kind of bullshit, I find disingenuous.
All right, I don't disagree.
You seem very relaxed and happy. That is in direct contrast to your public image at the moment.
I already disagree. It's not in contrast. There's so many people and artists that are championing the idea of someone being able to just express who they really are and have been able to go through the war of being attacked by the banks. I'm in contrast to your contrast.
I watch what you put out on X. You got 32 million followers. So you're one of the most followed people.
See, wait. Now look, right now, you're not going to take inches off my bro. Like, how many followers do I have?
I'm told it's 33 million now. So congratulations.
You know, I'm a gift, bro. Why do all you people in media act like you haven't played my songs at your weddings or graduations or at funerals or when your child was born? You know, you take somebody that's living like a Lennon, a Michael Jackson, and you just like that nuance right there. It's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so much love in the art that I put out.
What are you talking about?
Okay, now you're not taking accountability or responsibility.
You said it.
You know,
you implied I haven't played your music. Of course, I
This is what gaslighting sounds like, right? This is
Holy
like, right? I'm like, I think I'm being gaslit,
right?
Kanye's gaslighting me.
Now you're not taking accountability.
I know.
All I asked you was what you were talking about.
It's like the top 5 things that somebody that gaslights you say.
So I see you have 17,000 followers on Facebook. Hey, stop taking centimeters off my dick. It's 18,000.
Oh my gosh,
18,000,
so
sir.
crazy.
17,999. Okay.
One of them is a dwarf. It doesn't count.
I am
put out for people
stunned.
that put love. There's so much love in the
What are
art
you?
that I
With
put
all
out.
due
There's
respect,
so many-
what are you talking about?
Okay, now you're not taking accountability or responsibility.
Literally, you
And,
said it.
You know,
you implied I haven't played your music. Of course, I played your music.
Anita, this is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Where's he gone, Sneaker?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's it for Ye. But it's nice to meet you, Piers. We have to admit this is somewhat entertaining. You know, this is going to be laughed at by many people.
What's
not what I
entertaining?
expected, but that was funny. That's undeniably walking off right into the beginning of an interview is funny.
I didn't think it was funny. It was ridiculous.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. Ellen DeGeneres is a brunette now.
Trying to hide.
Really? I have not seen this picture.
I haven't either. I want to see.
Didn't she move to Scotland or England or some
she
shit?
moved overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael Pitt from Boardwalk Empire was arrested for sexual and physical abuse, not to be confused with Michael Pitts, who was
It was just wow. Stop.
I kill myself. Hilaria Baldwin.
He looks like he's releasing a reggae album. Like, is it
Michael
anybody
Pitts?
pulled him aside and been like, "You're nowhere near Jamaica"?
He's living his best life, man. He retired from his
From
church,
Jesus?
from his
Who
church.
does that? Who's like, who's just like, you know what, Jesus, I gave you good years. I'm walking away from the game.
Growing dreads and
Yeah.
going to live on a beach.
In Sandusky?
Hanging out the Margaritaville in Sandusky.
I'm doing island tours. Putin Bay, Kelly's.
Oh my God.
He's like Captain Ron.
Captain Ron. Michael Pitts is Toledo's own Captain Ron.
Oh my gosh.
His daughter is taking over the church. Like, she's now the head pastor over there.
Good for her.
Hilaria Baldwin will release a memoir this year that no one asked for. In it, she blames ADHD for the fact that she fluctuates between English and Spanish. She said, the more I got treatment for the ADHD that I was trying to ignore, the better I got at separating the two languages and not getting as distracted. I tried to improve myself all the ways the internet trolls has told me I was broken. And then I got to the point where I realized this is not helping me. I am mixed up, but I am not bad or broken. And then Hilaria returned.
Good.
So good for her. George Clooney's Good Night and Good Luck has become the first play to surpass $4 million in ticket sales in a single week. Fans have been waiting forever for Rihanna's new album, but say that because she's pregnant, this will not cause any delays. Like, her new album is still coming. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Rihanna fans that have been waiting. Reba McEntire celebrating 50 years in country music. Wow. Who's more talented, her or Dolly Parton?
Dolly.
She's
got it all.
Not
She
even
writes,
close?
she sings.
Yeah, that's
she's
true.
got it all.
Acts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9 to 5. And Reba's got what? Reba's house?
That's a good show. People like that show.
That is I'm stop. I just can't. I just really can't.
What? So Luke Bryan was picking on Blake Shelton. He made a video. It's funny because he's rehearsing, right? So there's nobody in the stadium, and here's what happened.
Hey y'all, so we're at rehearsal for Country Song Came On tour. We got this big building just to kind of show everybody what Blake Shelton's ticket sales look like.
Yeah, it'd be great. They panned the whole. It was empty, of course. Luke Combs offers up some great parenting advice.
You need to be patient with your significant other. Have some grace. They're super stressed. You're super stressed. Yeah. You've both never done this before. Right. So it's like, oh wait, they've never grown a human being either.
Right.
So they're also it's just both.
It's going to be a learning experience for both of us, but I can feel my husband Kyle watching this right
That
now.
advice is more for him.
Thank you, Luke.
That advice is more for him.
Does Luke Combs have kids?
I don't know. Does he?
I don't know. He must. I mean, he
I-
can't
that-
give parenting advice if
Really?
he does. Yeah.
Some people do. If you
Uh-huh.
got TikTok,
Rich people shouldn't be giving parenting advice anyway.
Ever.
It's way. Oh, here you go. Dr. D sent it to me. Here you go, Kel.
Oh,
Brunette.
yeah. Not a fan. Are you?
Ellen is a brunette.
I'm not a fan.
Well, somebody's
No.
hiding from somebody.
But any change always it's hard to wrap your head around.
For sure. Oh, by the way, I did get some breaking news right now. Breaking news in the Steve Sleaze.
He's got two sons.
Two sons?
Yep.
Disney has announced plans to open a new theme park in Abu Dhabi, making the company's entry into the Middle East. An Abu Dhabi Disney. Wow. That's interesting because you Jasmine's like wearing those skimpy outfits and stuff. That shit ain't going down in Abu Dhabi.
No, it's not.
She'll be cutting Jasmine's hands off, arresting her. Wow. All right, Abu Dhabi Disney coming soon. Danica McKellar, you know who that is? Danica McKellar. She was Winnie from Wonder Years.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She talked about escaping superficiality of Hollywood and how she made her way back. She found stardom as the girl next door, Winnie Cooper on the Wonder Years, but as a teenager, by that time, the show was over. The actress knew she needed a break from Hollywood. So she said when she finished the Wonder Years, she went to UCLA to get a degree in mathematics. The 50-year-old said. She continued, I stopped acting for 4 years. I just needed to find out who else I was. For me, the way I could find that out was just to do something and really exercise my brain and let go of all the glamour and superficiality of Hollywood. It was very empowering to me. So after college, she returned to acting on shows like The Love Boat, The Next Wave. Even Stevens and the former Wonder Years co-star Fred Savage late 90s show Working. So she did a show called Working with Fred Savage. I didn't know that. But she said when she returned to the industry, she felt like she was just trying to catch up. I was doing these independent films and they weren't very good. Then I started getting some traction. I did The West Wing for a season. She said that she had to take a break from acting during college. She said, I was still worried about it. What if I can't go back to acting? What if I don't pass the math test? Along with The West Wing, she also did some episodes of NCIS and NYPD Blue and How I Met Your Mother and Big Bang Theory. She began to find her stride with the Christmas movie Princess. The Christmas movie Princess last fall. So it's called I'm sorry, here it is. The holiday movie is called with a Great American Family, A Cinderella Christmas Ball. Because it's the first time she got a writing credit on a movie as well. So congratulations to Danica. And here we go. So Mission Impossible and the new movies getting ready to come out pretty soon, like during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a super complicated popcorn bucket. They're doing these specialty popcorn buckets now. Well, now this one, the Mission Impossible one, has two keys. And you
you can lock yourself out of eating them. I need this one.
Well,
I do.
you have to have two people. You give one key to each person. I know you eat the whole fucking bucket.
I know. I
Yes.
need to be locked out of that.
Dude, so it's an over complicated bucket, but what happens is it's the final reckoning.
Until you got 30 seconds to eat it.
Comes out May to everything explodes all over you. So it's the coolest bucket yet. You have to open it with two keys. It's apparently a nod to the last movie, The Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning,
Which was so good.
where Tom Cruise has to special key to control a dangerous artificial intelligence entity. It hits theaters May 23rd, so it's coming out in a couple weeks. So you got to get this popcorn bucket with two keys to it. A couple quick things. Brandy will return as Cinderella for Disney Channel movies Descendants, Wicked Wonderland. Yes. And Seth Rogen's Apple. What? Seth Rogen's Apple.
The weirdest reaction.
I know.
Josie loves Descendants movies. Red, and now the Wicked Wonderland's.
I think you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed.
You're that. Yeah. You're definitely that guy who runs up to Taylor Swift and goes, "My daughter's a big fan. Will you sign this to Andrew?" And she's like, "You named your daughter Andrew?" "Yeah, we're non-traditional."
Trick or treating. My daughter's homesick.
Yeah. How about trick or treating?
Trick or treat.
In my Cinderella costume.
They're twins, actually.
This is her Cinderella costume. She's sick at home. I put it on for her.
She's dressed like a 55-year-old man.
Oh my God.
Trick or treat. It's the best costume.
And finally, Seth Rogen's Apple TV Plus comedy. You ever watch Apple TV, Dr. D? You have to watch The Studio. It's great.
Oh, okay. No, but I'm looking for a new
Does anybody
Seth
watch
Rogen.
Apple TV? I don't think anybody watches Apple TV.
I do. Oh, so
I
many
have
good
it,
things
but
on
I've
there.
never turned it on to watch anything.
Dude, the studio has you. This show has you written all fucking over it. Like I can't believe you have oppositional defiance.
No, it's just
and because I like it, you're not going to watch it.
I just don't think about Apple TV.
Watch. See.
I have so many. Like I spend time on Prime, Disney Plus, and Hulu, and HBO Max.
You're so basic.
And
just basic.
And I never think of Apple TV. I just
Yeah,
don't.
I
I
don't
know
either.
I look at it on my television, and I never. I have a subscription.
Watch C.
I just.
See?
Yeah, by Jason Momoa. You'll definitely love it, bro.
Is that on Apple TV?
You'll love it. Oh yeah.
It's
yeah.
SEA?
an original.
SEA?
SEE.
C. Okay.
Yeah. It's a great show, dude. You'll definitely love it.
All right. No, you got to watch the first episode of Studio tonight, and then we'll get a report from you tomorrow. Apple Plus, Seth Rogen, The Studio. They
You
just
go on there and watch C.
No, The Studio. They just renewed it for a second season. The Studio. So anyway,
Already?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. See, don't tell me about the C. I'm telling you about the Studio.
Well, I mean, C's got 3 seasons, but
all right. I've
What's
never
a
heard of
pirate's
it.
favorite letter?
C.
You'd think it'd be the R, but it's really the C.
yeah, me.
All right, that is Steve Sleeves. Dr. D coming up in a second. Here's traffic and weather.
Traffic and weather.
Get both of them. We do them both together.
That's right. From the Taylor Automotive Studios, I'm Stephen B. on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the Morning Show. Right now, we are looking at, it looks like there is a disabled vehicle on the left shoulder on I-475 westbound at I-75 US 24 exit 20. So proceed with caution if you're in that area. Also, don't forget about Napoleon, the accident. There's the accident out there on US 24 before US 6. The right lane is blocked. And quick announcement, the Toledo Mud Hens will face the Iowa Cubs at Fifth Third Field Wednesday.
Oh, that's
Opening
right.
pitch for a special school education day game scheduled for 11:05 a.m. today.
So
And-
downtown's going to be extra busy. It's going to have all the
Big.
office people at work, and there's a Mud Hens game at 11 this morning. So.
It's going to be fun down there. You pay what we pay when you buy your new vehicle at Taylor Kia of Toledo. You get employee pricing. Let us know what you're looking for. We'll sell it to you at our cost. This is a limited time offer. Learn more. Visit us at TaylorKiaToledo.com or give us a call 419-842-8811 to speak with a team member today. Now we're looking at the Furniture Palace forecast. It is currently 55 outside, still cloudy. Well, the fog should actually clear out around 9 a.m. It's saying, And we are going to have cloudy skies throughout the day with a high of 73, followed by a low of 50 later on tonight. Furniture Palace, where everything you see is on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices of thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit needed financing. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue, Toledo, Reynolds Road, Maumee, Woodville Road, Northwood, Navarre Avenue, Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm Stephen B. on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
I tell you, my friends over at State Line Sauce, the #1 hot sauce in all of Toledo. Doesn't matter what you put it on, it is absolutely fantastic. It's great because it's not just hot, it's so flavorful and rich and amazing, and you are going to love it. It's made with love, and you're going to taste the love in everything you put it on. And don't forget, they're not going to be in Meijer stores yet. Give it a couple more weeks. I'll let you know when they hit Meijer stores. But you can get it online right now at StatelineSauceCO.com, StatelineSauceCO.com, and get sauced.
My mic's, oh, there it is. All right, guys, make sure you go to www.thestabbynurse.com. Check out everything they got going on there. They are all about your overall wealth, health, and wellness. Not your wealth. They want your wealth. No, I'm joking. They want to help you guys, but right now they're running 2 vitamin drips for just $150 with add-ons for $20 each. What are those add-ons? They are high doses of vitamin C, zinc, B complex, and many more, that of which you can check out online at www.thestabbynurse.com when you go schedule your consult. And don't forget that they will come to your house, they'll come to your business, and they also do private parties, so don't forget to ask about those. Once again, go to www.thestabbynurse.com or text or call 419-388-7760. Set up your consult and let Holy Grail Wellness help you.
Got to have my friends over at Regan Insurance, REGANINS, ReganInts.com online. No obligation to get your insurance checkup and see if they can save you money, see if they can get you better insurance coverage. They've been protecting Toledo families since 1967. It's time for them to let them protect your family. Check it out, Regan Insurance. Get your insurance from Regan today.
Bring it. Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
Live from the Taylor Automotive Studios, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia dealers, along with quality used cars from the top foreign and domestic automakers. Stop by your local dealership, test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. Also brought to you by Skinology, Furniture Palace, Regan Insurance, Holy Grail Wellness, and State Line Sauce Company. Now back to Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
Yes, and being joined, I'm Andrew Z, Demetrius Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the Princess of Property from Howard Hanna Realty, Stephen B. Hardy, and Dr. D is here. Dr. Dietrich Hickey, PhD, owner of Serenity Health, Serenity Nail Center, and Serenity Nail Salon, motivational speaker, licensed counselor, and author, and here with us right now, Dr. D. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's going on?
Not too much. Plugging away, ready for summer.
Man, I know this weather, man, is the worst.
Yeah. Went to Kelly's fundraiser Saturday. That was fun.
Thank you for everyone that came out to K2's
Yeah.
fundraiser. We appreciate it. I hear it was packed. Everyone said it was awesome.
Hours.
What's that?
Oh, Kelly was asking when I went. I went for a couple hours at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, you were there early.
Yep.
You were there
noon to
early.
2.
Yeah, it went really well. So thank you, everyone, for coming out. We do appreciate it. And we're going to have another fundraiser a little bit later on in the summer. So
Last Sunday of July, right?
Yep, last Sunday of
Okay,
July.
so-
We'll tell you more about it as it gets closer, of course. What else is going on, Dr. D?
Well, my puppy is still in puppy training. She's 1 week in out of her 3 weeks. So it's a 3-week board and train. So
You
yeah.
missed- you
How's
miss
it
her?
going?
Yeah.
He said it's going well. You know, I thought I would. No, I don't miss her quite yet. I'm not that close to her yet. I still miss my dog. I lost that she was kind of supposed to replace, and then she was a terrible puppy. So, yeah, I kind of needed the break actually. So hopefully she comes back better.
Good.
Aw. Well, hopefully.
Yeah,
Only dogs.
she
It's
will.
like
What's that?
dogs are like kids in soap operas, right? It's like you could send your kid away in a soap opera, and then the kid comes back. He's 45. He's got a job, a damn family, and 3 companies. You're like, I remember yesterday when he was 12.
Yeah.
It is
Now
funny
I
how they
like
do
you.
that.
Yeah, and then they come back fully trained with a.
Yeah.
So funny.
I had only had her a few months, so we're
Yeah.
good. We're good. I miss her a little bit, but I think this is good for her.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, well, here we go. Let's get started then, Dr. D. I haven't had a holiday with my grown daughter since she left the state 12 years ago. When she came out as a lesbian, I wasn't very accepting, didn't handle it well. I have since apologized. she and her partner refuse to visit here in Ohio unless I allow them to share the same bed in my house. I say they can't tell me what to do in my house, just as I can't tell them what to do in theirs. I stayed with them once, and they slept in the same bed. Now they no longer invite me to stay there. She told me her partner is uncomfortable with anyone staying there. I haven't spoken to my daughter about their relationship in many years, but my heart is broken. I didn't get any holidays with them, but her partner's parents are there every year and live in the next neighborhood. I don't understand. Any suggestions, Dr. D?
I mean, I feel bad, but I'm not sure what there is to not understand. I mean,
this is dumb as I don't know. Like,
I'm sorry.
What?
There's really right.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's not unconditional support, and people have choices in life. And the theory that blood is thicker than water just doesn't hold in our society anymore. And people have choices, and people, if they're not looked at as a couple, or, and there are some couples that are straight couples and old timers, or they still aren't comfortable with them staying in the same room when they visit. So I just think people need to adapt. And I don't know why people have to stay under the same roof just because they visit somebody. I think they can go to dinner and they can hang out, and then they can go to their hotel room. If it's a passionate thing for both, all involved.
Right.
But it sounds like with this couple, they're not passionate about seeing their mother anymore because they know that there's not unconditional support there. I just, we give advice all the time when they're like, I don't agree and I don't support. What do you think? And then we always say, you're going to lose that battle. So make a decision. Either love and support unconditionally, even if you're not 100% comfortable, or know you're going to lose that relationship, or they're going to put up major boundaries. It's a choice that we all have. And a lot of people just choose.
Let me ask you this,
Dr.
Let me ask you this, Dr. D. What if you and you're straight, you have a dude, because this happens a lot, I think.
Yeah.
You're 21, you're coming home from college, you got a dude, you both come over to the house,
Same thing.
stay in the same
not
room.
the same thing.
What do you mean?
It's not the same thing. Your example is wrong. Your example is wrong.
Age-wise?
Because you're using a new relationship. What you're saying is, like, they met in college, they come back on a break. This is a long-term relationship. And
so what do you think?
And her apology was clearly self-serving. It was
he-
about being with her, but she can't do it. And so frankly, her daughter is like, you know what? I see what your apology is. Your apology wasn't really about accepting who I am and my lifestyle. Your apology was about me coming over and spending the holidays with you because it was a self-serving statement. But you can't serve yourself and look at somebody and say, this woman that you love, I do not condone you sleeping in the same bed with.
I agree.
Okay. Take this other scenario. Has nothing to do with the first scenario. Nothing to do with it. So take your head out of your proverbial culo, and say because that happens quite often where you live in another city and you and your boyfriend are going to come visit for the holidays, and should you be able to stay in the same room if you live together? And mom says no. Should you be able to stay in the same room if mom says no?
I mean, no, it's their home, it's their rules, but that's why people just choose to not go visit then. I mean, it's just uncomfortable.
So you can say that not in my house, but if you then drive them away.
Correct. I mean,
Wow.
Think about any other kind of rules. Like, you're not to eat breakfast here. You're not to,
drink
whatever. Yeah. Drink alcohol, whatever it might be. We have choices on how we want to spend our vacation days, our free time, who we surround ourselves with. Life is short. And that mentality has really become apparent in our society. So people are making choices and don't do things out of obligation as much as they used to.
Interesting. All right. Well, so there you go. That's the advice. They get some good stuff.
I guess the advice would be
take the stick out of your ass.
Yeah, to love your daughter unconditionally and be able to go outside your comfort zone. And if they visit you, a visit should be as similar to their life at home as possible.
Oh.
And if that's the case, then they would be sleeping in the same bed and having their routine and whatever that might be. That's why hosts try to buy food that people like, or if they're gluten-free, they try to accommodate. So my advice is, if this is as important to you as you're saying, then accommodate and truly dig deep and understand your why, and try to love your daughter and her situation unconditionally.
All right. So okay, I got another one for you here, Dr. D. 419-345-3375. The woman I've been married to for the last 10 years is spending her time away from home. She isn't seeing another man or hanging out in bars. She leaves at any time of the day and goes to Hollywood Casino. She
So she's got a gambling addiction.
Kelly, why is that so funny?
I just think it's funny. I think it's so funny.
So
She needs a break.
Kelly
Spend some money.
Kelly, all right. So she leaves at any time of the day. She'll also play online throughout the day or evening. She's out all night until sometimes 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning.
She's got a gambling addiction.
Yes.
What is going on here?
Gambling addiction next. Yeah.
Yeah, next. What? Give her an 800 number and let's keep it moving.
I tell her it's hanging on the building that she's going into every day.
What the number?
Yeah, there's a big old number hanging on the sign.
All right, so it says
That's why I love casinos, because like you can form a gambling addiction there, and they're totally okay with it.
Yeah,
But then
there's
they can
free
just
pop.
hang a big old banner that says, "If you have an addiction, you can call this number, and we'll help you more."
She says, I've tried talking to her calmly.
Oh, she's got
and
a gambling addiction.
She's an addict.
That is all. She's got a gambling
I
addiction.
mean, does she win? Do they have to sell the house?
He said, he says he just wants to know how he can get through to her for a better relationship.
Catch her-
because he's close to saying that he's done.
I am curious though what Dr. D was saying. Is she winning? Because like if she's winning, man, leave her alone.
Didn't say that.
That's
Yeah,
not
that,
a thing.
like, that's like
Hey,
a job.
if he's
Stop
winning,
messing with her career.
yeah, right.
That is an income now.
If she's winning, let me ask you this: if she's winning, is he complaining?
Right.
I don't think so.
She's losing.
Right, exactly. I don't
Ben
think-
Affleck checked himself into rehab because of his gambling addiction. It's
true.
And he was winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the difference, they're already rich.
He
That's
was
the difference.
winning.
I know, but that's
What's
they
the
were
difference?
rich.
Winning is
still
winning.
Anything there, you've heard the phrase, there's too much of a good thing.
Uh-huh.
It really doesn't matter if you have no boundaries, if there's an addiction, if you're choosing something over family or your well-being, and you don't have limitations. It's everything in moderation is also a phrase for a reason. So I'm kidding with the winning or not winning, but regardless, it does. If you're there till 8 a.m. and all of the things, there isn't moderation, there isn't boundaries. And so my advice is to treat it just like any other addiction. So there's a lot of resources out there. If they're willing to go talk to somebody, if they're not, then literally Google how to help my wife with her gambling addiction.
Mhm.
And there's lots of things that can come up, ways to talk to them about it, engage in activities as a couple that, maybe will spark a new interest. And then there's that
Oh.
replacement value. So you just have to treat it like any other addiction. And if they don't want to listen or they don't want to, they don't care about your concerns or spending time with you, then all jokes aside, Kelly's right. She might be trying to get away from you, and this is an escape, and there might be an underlying problem in your marriage.
But clearly, she's losing, though. I mean, that's the thing because
Yeah, let's get back
if
to
he's
what
winning,
it
he
is.
ain't. If she's
She's got
bringing in money, he ain't complaining.
She's got a gambling addiction.
Yeah,
The one thing
for sure.
she's got to hit rock bottom. She's got to be the one who decides that she's got the issue, not the people around her.
With any
And
addiction.
regardless of how much you yell and scream at her, until she figures it out on her own, and she wakes up and she doesn't have a husband, and she doesn't have a house, and she doesn't have a car, then those are the moments that make her come to Jesus.
Yeah, you're right, and that, like Kelly says, with any addiction, if you don't realize it, or if you don't think it's a problem, or you ain't trying to fix it,
When
no
you
matter
walk
what,
out of
Nobody
a-
can fix you.
nobody can tell you.
Nobody can fix you. You
Nobody
have
can
to.
tell.
Yeah. You have to be the one.
I know. Start going with her. I'm gonna go with you and just sit right next to her the whole time.
Stare at
Okay,
her.
all right, fine. Let's go to bed.
Right. All right, here we go. Ever since I was a child, my mom has regarded me as wise, thoughtful, and intelligent. Oh,
And
my mom-
humble.
My mom wrote in.
And super humble.
She has confided about family issues, tensions at church, cheating at her workplace. Abby,
All I hear is
and
gossip.
I don't. What's that?
All I hear is gossip. I like to gossip with you.
She said, I don't want to be her confidant. She said, I'm basically, how do I stop this? For her telling me everything. You transitioned to be her best friend is what you've done, right?
Yeah.
But which happens for a lot of, to me, that's envious. Like I hope that I transition into being a best friend for. I don't think I will because they don't tell me shit now.
So what is the exact complaint?
That she doesn't want it. She doesn't want her telling her everything. Like
She overshares.
Yeah.
Because she still sees her as her mom, right?
No, well, yeah, she's still the child still sees her as her mom, and then the mom
is oversharing personal
correct.
information.
It's almost like it's her best friend.
Mhm.
So one could see this is where they're not on the same page.
Girl, let me tell you what your daddy did to me last night.
I'd rather not, Mom.
Man,
Rather
no, I know.
not.
Why are you covering your ears, girl? I'm just trying to tell you.
You thought I was walking funny because of the arthritis,
right?
Man, let's keep it because of the arthritis. Let's keep it that
Well,
way.
that's okay. The girl did just. She said the worst part is that I can't confide in her. She doesn't understand my perspective. I don't think she even tries. Our relationship is one-sided. Sometimes I feel like I'm her mom. She talks to no one else like this and refuses to go to therapy. I'm a senior in high school and plan to go to college. I don't want to leave her like this. So the daughter is feeling guilty because she's about to go to college, and like, what's mom going to do if I'm not there? Oh wow, that's interesting.
Form a gambling addiction.
Yeah, go to Hollywood Casino
Yeah.
with the last girl, with the last mom. What do you think of that, Doctor?
You know, I am the wrong person to talk to about this kind of stuff because, you know, I lost my mother very young, and I'd give anything for just any kind of relationship as an adult or even an 18-year-old, you know, with the mom. So I am the wrong person to ask about this. I say embrace it. Know that there's people like me that started being my mom's caregiver when I was 11 years old and lost her when I was your age. And so embrace it. Life's short. I get it. It's awkward. I get it that it's one-sided. If you want to talk to her about it, you know, maybe mention, you know, I don't need to know that. Maybe have some boundaries if you want to, but I'm just not going to give great advice here because I just think that you should embrace it.
What about this? The part 2, where I almost think like the daughter's feeling guilty that she's going away to college, and mom, like she's her mom's best friend, and she's moving away. Like, she's worried about her mom.
Yeah, that's
What do you say
nice.
to
I mean, it
her
sounds like an
about that?
organic problem solving situation. And, you know, with technology, just keep in touch. I mean, keep in touch the best that you can, but it sounds like that might push mom to get friends or maybe join a group or, you know, join a online Facebook group maybe where she can share with others, overshare with others like people tend to do. And so, you know, look at it that way, that maybe this situation will force her to find someone in place of you while you're still maintaining a mother-daughter bond.
Okay. All right, more Dr. D coming up in a second. We'll take a break. Steven's got traffic and weather, and we got a couple more questions on the way.
All right, from the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, I'm Mike went out. That's back. I am Stephen B on the Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning show. Right now, we are looking at still got that accident reported in Napoleon, US 24, US 6 Woodlawn Avenue. Accident there. Right lane is blocked. Don't forget about the Toledo Mud Hens game today. Downtown's going to be really packed. That game starts at 11:05. And also, we still have the utility work on Alexis between Bennett Road and Lewis Avenue, so lane restrictions are in place until further notice. You pay what we pay when you buy your new vehicle at Taylor Kia of Toledo. You get employee pricing. Let us know what you're looking for. We'll sell it to you at our cost. This is a limited time offer. Learn more. Visit us at TaylorKiaToledo.com or give us a call 419-842-8811 to speak with a team member today. Now we're looking at the Furniture Palace forecast. It is currently 56 outside and cloudy. We do have fog around here until about 9 a.m. We are going to stay cloudy with a little bit of sun throughout the day, have a high at about 73, and then later on we'll have a low of 50. So Furniture Palace, where everything you see is on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed low prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit needed financing. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue, Toledo; Reynolds Road, Maumee; Woodville Road, Northwood; Navarre Avenue, Oregon; or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm Stephen B. on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
That's it, my friends, over at State Line Sauce, the #1 hot sauce in all of Toledo. Again, delay has been, there's been a delay, not on State Line side, but it's a Meijer stores. It's going to be delayed by a couple weeks. We'll keep you updated when you can get them in the Meijer stores. But for now, it's no big deal. You can go to the farmers market in Toledo every Saturday morning, which is a blast anyway, and get your State Line there, or you can just get it online, StatelineSauceCO.com. All 8 flavors right there on the website, StatelineSauceCO.com. Bottles start at $9.99. Get yours and get sauced.
And guys, don't forget to check out Holy Grail Wellness. They are running a 2 vitamin drip special for just $150 with add-ons for $20 each. Those add-ons include high doses of vitamin C, zinc, B complex, and more. You can check those out at www.thestabbyNurse.com. Make sure you ask about those private parties as well. They do have private parties, and they will come to your house. They will also come to your place of business, wherever it is that you need Holy Grail Wellness to show up. They will be there with whatever it is that you need. So once again, go to www.thestabbyNurse.com, or you can call or text 419-388-7760. Set up your consult. Let Holy Grail Wellness help you today.
Yeah. All right, I got to tell you, my friends, over at Regan Insurance, you need to get your insurance checkup today. Save money. I mean, that's what they're going to do. They're an independent insurance agent. They've been protecting your family since 1967 in Toledo. So personal auto, homeowners, commercial, business, umbrella policies, life insurance, annuities, recreational vehicles, farm owners, all of it at Regan Insurance. And they represent all the biggest insurance companies. They're not going to try to shoot you into one insurance company. They try to find you the best deal, and it's no obligation to do it. Give them a call today, Regan Insurance, and start saving on your insurance today.
Bring it. Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
Live from the Taylor Automotive Studios, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia dealers, along with quality used cars from the top foreign and domestic automakers. Stop by your local dealership, test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. Also brought to you by Skinology, Furniture Palace, Regan Insurance, Holy Grail Wellness, and State Line Sauce Company. Now back to Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
I'm Andrew Z, Demetrius Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the Princess of Property from Howard Hanna Realty, and Dr. Deetra Hickey, PhD, owner of Serenity Health and Wellness and Serenity Nail Salon, motivational speaker, licensed counselor, and author, taking your questions. And I got another one for you here, Dr. D. It says, I've known a friend of mine since high school. She's my neighbor and godmother to my son. I consider her a sister, and we travel and spend holidays together. Our families get along well. Well, a month ago, my body started aching all over. I have been feeling sick, and my doctor is trying to figure out what's wrong with me. One day, she and I ran into each other, and I told her I was feeling really sick. She replied, "Stop saying that. Sick, sick, sick. No, better to say that you are in pain, but not sick." It was kind of like an order. She said the comment took me aback. I told her I can't complain to my loved ones all the time. I thought I would share it with her. She told me she gets worried every time I do it. I complained to her only a couple of times in a 3-week period. I'm so sad because she's my best friend. We talk on the phone, but not as often as we used to. I know she realized immediately that she had hurt me, but she didn't apologize. Every time I think about it, I get an empty feeling in my stomach. I'm not holding a grudge, but now I'm more careful about what I say. When she asks about my health, I change the subject. What are your thoughts on this, Dr. D? Right?
That's tough.
It's a different one.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, this is one of the number one reasons that people end up hiring a therapist or a counselor. They feel like they don't want to constantly put this on the ears of their loved ones and their friends, especially when there's those people in their life, they know they can't fix it. They can't help it. And if they have that personality, it's almost stressful for them because they can't fix it or make the pain go away. And it almost affects their day and affects the relationship. And I know that it sounds like it's a selfish way to take things, but it really is a thing. Like, we have to think twice. I'm somebody that is in chronic pain, and I have to watch it because you don't want to be that Debbie Downer. People will ask, and I have double knee replacement surgery that's coming up. I just found out yesterday.
Gosh.
I just found out yesterday I have a herniated disc.
So young to have double knee.
Is it the volleyball, Dr. D?
Yeah,
You were so
that's
athletic?
part of it, and it's degenerative, and it's chronic. I have osteoarthritis, and I just found out yesterday I have a herniated disc. I'm going to a spine surgeon, and I have chronic pain, and I have to watch. And it's sometimes
college don't pay for itself, Dr. D. Those knees, you gotta put.
Sometimes people say, how are you feeling?
That's so terrible.
And but literally I say, should I be honest or
She can get
positive?
up and go.
And that's what people have to ask themselves. Should I be honest or positive? Because we strive to be both, to be honest and transparent and authentic, but we also want to be positive and not be a downer. So it's finding that balance. And what's the mode? Like, where are you guys having a quiet lunch together? And, you're talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly? Or are you out at a party and everybody's having fun, and then you walk up and be like, wow, my knees hurt. You have to have that social confidence and couth.
To me, it sounds like you have to this lady has to do a lot of self-reflecting, because some people are just chronic. They complain about everything all the time, and you start not wanting to be around them. It's like, dude, I don't want to be around this. All they do is fucking complain.
I agree. So I guess it's hard to give advice if I don't know the context or the environment of where you were. Would anybody be a little hurt if their friend said, hey, please stop talking to me about your problems?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
But, you just have to take that as, that person might really be an empath and feel like this is really draining on me and I can't fix it and I can't help it. And it makes me feel so bad. And sometimes I'm having a bad day and then you bring me your problems. So it's all, again, about balance and boundaries. And, I wouldn't take it too personally. I think that nobody's perfect, and maybe it was approached wrong, and she loves you and cares about you. But I think because she can't fix the problem, maybe you just need to watch how much you talk about it.
And like I'll give you an example. Like, for me, like, my mom and my uncles, they all live together, all three of them, and they worry about me so much. Like, I try not to tell. I try only tell them the big things, because I hate them worrying so much, because they take everything like super hard, So I try not to tell them a lot.
Okay, so I guess my question is, like, is it incumbent upon you to determine how much a person can take? Are you the one to be the judge of how deep a person's understanding or emotional maturity runs? I find this kind of thinking is the same way that people get in trouble. Like, I don't tell you things because, like, I know it'll make you work, but not telling them is compounds the issue.
It's funny. It's funny you say this, because it seems like you're from experience. Because I think there are times in your marriage that you did just for the sake of peace, you didn't say anything. And
my thing is, I am not equipped to determine how deep your understanding or capacity is. It is not like I have to, like, it's my job to be as a person in a relationship with you or a family member, is to be upfront and honest with you and not assume like I'm in some kind of weird soap opera where I have to hide things for your benefit. I can't do that. Like, hiding things, it shows that I don't trust how you react. It shows that I don't think that you're mature enough or capable enough to absolutely understand and take in all the information that I have to give you.
Yeah.
Well, like in my situation, are you talking about my situation or her situation?
I'm talking about in general.
In general, okay.
Like, in general.
I think you can read the cues, Like,
read
read the cues, you share as much as you want to share. And I do agree getting initial information, because I know as a friend, I'm all in when I'm close to somebody. And if something big happened and like they tell me like 2-3 weeks later, I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe you didn't tell me that. And I'm almost feel slighted, no matter if it's good, bad, ugly, that they didn't either trust or want to share that with me right away. And I mean, I am definitely an over communicator and an oversharer, and I want that right back. So I think Demetrius is right that, to have to navigate that all the time, instead of just tell the people you're close to everything and what you want to and what you're comfortable with. And then as it relates to continually talking about that same thing, I think you need to read the cues as you complain about it or talk about it or vent about it. And if they seem disinterested or change the subject or don't inquire, then you kind of know that maybe you should implement some boundaries, and they don't want to hear about that all the time. And again, that's why people go to therapists, because it's a neutral person that they can just have support therapy and dish it all out too.
It sucks that a lot of people can't afford therapy. Like, people need therapy and they just can't afford it, or there aren't a lot of places to get it. If
$10.99 at Planet Fitness, baby.
they do therapy there.
Yeah, it's called physical therapy.
I was like, man, I don't know if I want to see a counselor at Planet Fitness.
I was like, in my mind, like, what?
Good for them for hiring a counselor.
Yes, I know.
I spend a lot more money than that.
Well, it's funny because my daughter yesterday, she's like, I got the upgraded plan now, and they do tanning beds, and I'm like, maybe they include therapy. I don't know.
That therapist would be like a public defender, kind of. Just swamped with everybody's issues all the time.
It would be busy as well.
Oh,
right.
Come walk with me.
Overwork. Yeah.
Come walk with me.
Jesus.
Come walk.
Man,
I got stuff to say.
All right, Dr. D, what's going on over at Serenity Health, Serenity Nail Salon?
Well, we have Mother's Day on Sunday, so we just ask that people keep us in mind. Go to serenitymommy.com and you can see the specials and promotions at both facilities. We have packages, we have massage specials, facials, mani-pedis, all kinds of things. So if you don't buy from Serenity, that's cool, but remember to shop local.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. D.
Thank you.
That is Ask Dr. D. That is the show. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We appreciate it. If you missed any of it, due to the app, I'm sorry. We'll get it fixed today. And I know you're hearing gongs, so we'll get that straightened out. But if you missed any of it, you can go to get it on wherever you get your podcasts on demand right now, or on Facebook as well. So see you tomorrow and have a great day. Oh, bye-bye.